let's dive into this bookish Christmas video. I'm so excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Hi friends, happy Vlogmas Day 3. Today is all about books. Books, books and books. I still have to make my TBR for December and I'm actually moving on the 9th of December. So the first couple of Vlogmas videos you guys are seeing, I've been pre-filming them. And so for you guys it's already December, for me it's still November. And I have to pack up my books next week, but I am going to move on the 9th of December. So I kind of want to make sure that I have a couple of books left out of the boxes that I can read at the start of December. And I'm really excited to pick out those books. I'm hoping to pick out a couple of Christmas books with you guys. So I'm taking you guys along for that as well. I was thinking, if I'm going to pick out a couple of Christmas books, why not also talk about my favorite Christmas books to read? Like, it's the beginning of December, you might also be craving some Christmas books to read. So I might be able to give you guys some very fun book recommendations. So I'll be doing that as well. But before we get into the TBR and book recommendations, I want to buy some books, so I'm actually going to the bookstore. I actually have to leave in 20 minutes because before I go to the bookstore in the city, I first have an intake for psychological help. I've been actually talking about therapy and my situation every Vlogmas day. I was editing yesterday evening. I was like, I mentioned it every day. It was on purpose. Like, I've been filming these Vlogmas videos on different days in November and I didn't realize until editing that it was every time I went to talk with someone, because I had like a form of therapy, but that was like more because I was on the waiting list, so they still give you someone to talk to like every month. But I've been on the waiting list for psychological help since July and today I finally have my intake. I've also been home for a couple of months now with a burnout and depression, so weirdly enough, I am kind of like excited for the intake, but that's completely beside the point. After the intake, I'm actually going book shopping. I want to buy Brimstone at least. I do have some gift cards for the bookshop as well for my birthday that I'm planning on using. So I'm actually really excited for that. And after that, I get home, have lunch and pick out my TBR and talk about Christmas books. So if this sounds like your cup of tea, I would suggest grab yourself a nice cup of tea or a cup of coffee. I'm currently drinking my breakfast tea because I just made breakfast. Sissy is waiting very patiently, if I may say so, because I'm not done yet. Like, I still have to do my hair, need to eat breakfast, and then I really have to run. But make yourself cozy or comfortable and let's dive into this bookish Christmas video. I'm so excited for it. I hope you guys are too. Lighting is okay actually, but I just got home. I had a very quick lunch. I'm a lot later than I expected to be, but I stayed in the bookshop actually very long. I think for an hour and a half I think I was there, so it was pretty long actually, but I really needed it because the intake was good. Don't get me wrong, it was actually really nice. At the same time, it brought up a lot of things and I am currently emotionally completely exhausted. Like, my head is hurting, I am
very tired, so I'm hoping I'll be able to finish the video today, but do not be surprised if I may end up filming a little bit tomorrow. I really hope you guys don't mind. At least it is also one of the reasons why I do pre-film, not only because I'm moving, but also because I am not always well, and well, not well really. It's not always, it's I'm not well, so my energy level really goes up and down a lot, especially with things like this. I should have anticipated it and maybe not have filmed today. But I just really wanted to film me book shopping and talk about the books, because I did end up buying quite some books. At least it's not like an enormous haul, because sometimes I see people buy books and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so many books at once. But I definitely feel that I bought quite a lot today as well. Like, this is one package. And the second. Normally I buy maybe one or two, but I did up buying 4, I think. Oh my gosh, I don't know. I think I bought 4. I even wanted to buy another one, which I forgot about because I saw it upstairs after having a little bit of coffee, and I was like, I'll think about it first, check downstairs. But they didn't end up having the new Travis Baldry one that I also wanted. So I wanted to go back upstairs and get the book that I saw up there, which was The Crimson Moth. And I wanted to buy it in the Dutch special edition, but I forgot about it. Like, my wallet is probably really happy, but I did have like a gift card, so it's okay. I went to one of my favorite bookshops in Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and that's Donner. It's like the biggest bookshop in the city. So if you are ever in Rotterdam and you love books, I highly suggest you go up there. And I did go there because I wanted to buy this bad boy, Brimstone by Kelly Hart, the sequel to Quicksilver. Can't believe I forgot the name. But yeah, I bought the Dutch special edition, and something that it is so pretty. Look at the end pages. I think it's a really pretty edition. If I'm honest, the reason why I went for the Dutch one is because I bought Quicksilver with the gift cards at the beginning of the year as well. And that's also a special edition, so I wanted to have like the Dutch sequel as well. But I really like the English one too. It is pretty. Look at this. I haven't even seen this one yet. The back is just blank, but it's really pretty. I like it. I'm really curious. Something that I did notice, however, when I bought this book, was they included 2 covers. Because I'm not sure if it's only for the English cover, but I actually think it's also for the English one. They changed the cover. So in the series, the covers are going to look like this. I hope the video is catching it up. And this is the Quicksilver one, which also came with the limited edition. And it's also the reversible Quicksilver. I really love this cover. I really enjoy this one actually. Like, this is the original cover, and this one was already in reversible because I already had this cover with this limited edition. And I really like the butterfly cover, but I also really like this cover. I actually think that I prefer this over this. Like, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Which one do you prefer? Like, it's the same book, but if I see this in a bookshop, I would probably pick this up instead of this to look what it is, if I'm completely honest. Yeah, however, I do like the irreversible one. Like, this has me intrigued as well. So I'm not sure. I don't think I will use it, but I'll probably just put it like underneath here. And I was actually thinking, because I don't really like this cover either, I am going to use this one, the irreversible. Like, this is stunning. I do hate that they put like the stickers of limited edition. It's a sticker, so I can probably get it off, but I'm afraid it will ruin it. But this one is so pretty. I really like this. So be gone the black cover, and let me have the pretty cover. Like, what do you guys think? Like, I don't like the black covers. I don't like the switches covers, if I'm honest. I don't really get it. I always prefer a little bit more of a whimsical cover, or a cover that tells you a little bit more before you read the synopsis on the back. Like, this is stunning. Like, this is just stunning. Even next to this one, I really like this a lot. And now let's get into the other books that I bought, because I bought a lot more. And if I'm honest, of these 3 that I bought, there was only one that I really want to buy as well, and that's this one, the new Jenny Colgan. I'm actually reading this with a book club on Instagram in December. So I definitely want to have this one. It was like on my list. I want to buy it in English because Dutch versions, like the Dutch translated books, but even like Dutch books as well, they're always like a lot more expensive than English books. But I ended up buying the Dutch version because I didn't have the English one, and I really wanted to have it in my hands because I'm almost done with the book club book that I'm currently reading for November. So after that one I want to start straight into this. It is about a girl, Mirren Shutterland, and she actually goes to Scotland where her aunt lives, and she is going to check out this Highland clan house, like the family house, and she's going to check out the library because they need to find a special collection, and she will be there together with Theo and Maggie. And I probably think that Theo might end up being her love interest. I don't know, we'll see as soon as I start reading it probably. But they need to find a book before a certain time, and they only have like a couple of days or something to find it. And it's really hard to find the book. I don't know, I kind of like the idea of trying to find the secret collection in a very old library of a very ancient house and family. I like that idea. I'm curious to see if I like this one. And then I showed you guys already, I bought Wild and Wrangler by Lila Sage. I am currently reading, as you guys probably saw, the soul searching one, which I'll talk about in just a sec after this little haul. And I haven't read this one yet. I really want to read it. I still didn't have this one on my bookshelves because I wanted to have this specific edition from Quercus, because all the Lila Sage books are also from the same published house, so I wanted to really have this one. I'm actually sorry if you hear any music in the background, but my neighbors are home and they always turn up the music pretty loud, unfortunately. One of the reasons why I'm moving as soon as possible. But this is actually about a single mother, Camille Ashwood. She loves a plan, but when her latest backfires, she finds herself abandoned at the altar with nowhere to live. That is until she discovers a dream house in her hometown is available. There's just one problem: the neighbor. Dusty Tucker has spent nearly all of his adult life running from his feelings for Cam, but since returning home, the girl who was his first, well, everything, has become a woman, seemingly determined to keep him at arm's length. I don't know, I really love her books, so I'm really excited to start reading this one as well. And the last one that I bought is actually Murder at the Mistletoe Manor. It's the season for Murder by F.L. Everett. And it just sounds a lot of fun. I've never heard of it, but it says they are sheltering from the storm raging outside. Welcome to Mistletoe Manor Hotel. 4 days before Christmas, 12 stranded strangers gather around a crackling fire. Their isolation is complete. The next morning, a body is found in one of the luxurious 4-poster beds. As 12 strangers become 11 suspects, who among them has checked in with murder in mind? I don't know, I always like when strangers are like trapped somewhere and then murder starts to happen. So this one sounds really good and really fun as well. Pretty happy with all the books that I was able to buy today. a couple of days later. I actually think it's 2 weeks later. I'm not entirely sure when I filmed Vlogmas Day 3. I'm going to film Vlogmas Day 4 today and it's already December. But anyhow, I had a headache, as I said. My neighbors were listening to very loud music and it got even worse after I finished my book haul and I wanted to do my TBR and the Christmas books. I did gather all those books because, as you can see from the bookshelves behind me, I have started packing. I need to pack up all the books today, which I'll do tonight. And yeah, we are currently 4 or 3 days before the move. But anyhow, I want to talk to you guys about the Christmas books that I gathered. As you could see in the little clip, I gathered quite some books that I want to talk about, and I also got a couple of books that I'm planning on putting on my TBR. But before I'm going to do that, I want to talk to you guys about Soul Searching by Lila Sage, because I was reading this book in the video and I love it so much. It is about a girl who comes back to her hometown. It's a very, very small town. And she isn't alright. There are quite a couple of things that have gone wrong for her. She has lost her job, she has lost her home, she doesn't have an income anymore, and she doesn't want anybody to know. She also is able to communicate with ghosts, but that's not going that well either, and she's just in a very weird place. And she comes back to her family, decides not to live with them, but live with someone else where she can also work at the same time as well. And when she gets back home, she is just very low. She has a twin sister who knows something is wrong. She tries to get like the information from her. But the guy who the girl ends up living with, they slowly fall in love. Like, he's a nobody in town as well. And he doesn't really know his surroundings. He kind of really likes her parents because they help him out a lot. They give him a lot of jobs to do for his shop. And I don't know, I just love this book so much. I especially loved the romance that started to blossom. It felt natural and very logical, and that's kind of, I feel that Lila Sage is just really good at. She's making the relationships in these books seems as if something that can actually happen in real life. The way people talk to each other, the way they interact, and how simply the romance blossoms, and it just slowly grows without you very realizing it. And I just love it so much. It definitely has some ghosts in this story as well, which makes it, I think, perfect for the month of October. If you are looking for something like that, I think you can read it whenever you want, but especially if you want a more atmospheric feel, I think you should read this in October. Yeah, I love this. I think it's like a 5-star. I had so much fun reading this. I don't think that the spice scenes are too spicy. There are not that many spicy scenes. If you're curious about that, or if you're a little bit afraid of reading too much spice, I think it is spread out very nicely, more towards the end. And something that I really enjoyed about this one as well, there's not this big dramatic cliffhanger at the end before they get together, if you get what I mean, but you almost always have in a romantic story. It's more, there's still something going on at the end, but it doesn't really interfere with the relationship that they are having, and it just kind of makes their relationship even stronger. I love this. She is my girl when it comes to romance stories. I had so much fun reading it. Highly, highly recommend. But now let's get into all the Christmas books. And I first want to talk to you guys about 3 Christmas book recommendations that I have in my hands right here that I think are just perfect for this time of year, especially if you're looking for some Christmassy reads. And the first one is a book that I read every year in December, and that's A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. You know this, I won't be the first one to recommend this story to you. If you haven't read it, what on earth are you doing? Just read it. It is, like, I know this seems like a chunky book, but it isn't, because this also, I think, has, yeah, this also has other stories in here. But the Christmas story itself is just very small. You can also listen to it. I think it's like 2 hours if you can get the audiobook. I highly recommend that as well. I am going to listen to it to audiobook this year actually. I'm not sure which one yet, but I am planning on listening to it while doing some renovations in my new house. I love this story so much. It's this old classic about this guy Scrooge who hates Christmas, and then he's visited by 3 ghosts. The ghost from Christmas past, the ghost from Christmas present, and the ghost from Christmas future. And they show him why Christmas matters. And he starts to fall in love with Christmas, and I just love it so much. I love Scrooge. He's one of my favorite main characters really in the story. I think that his character development is outstanding. Loved Charles Dickens, his writing style, and it is just a very cozy, very well-known story. You probably have seen some type of adaptation from this already, but yeah, try it out if you haven't already. Like, it's a Christmas story, absolutely perfect. You can even read it maybe on Christmas morning. I have done that. I think I did it last year, and that was such a blast. Highly recommend that as well. And then I also have an Agatha Christie one, because I love Agatha Christie. And I've got Hercule Poirot's Christmas. And this is a detective. Like, if you're looking for a Christmassy story, but you do not want it to be too Christmassy, and you kind of like murder mystery, then look no further, pick this one up. I love Agatha Christie's writing style, and if you enjoy that as well, and you like Hercule Poirot, or if you just are in for a murder mystery, then check this one out. You will get some Christmas elements, because obviously the murder happens on Christmas Eve, and I just love it. It is not too much, it's a little bit old Christmassy, so that's something that I really enjoy about the atmosphere. But it leans more into the investigation about murder, who did it, instead of the Christmas atmosphere. And it also takes a little while before the murder is solved. So it starts off at Christmas night, and it ends a couple of days or weeks actually later. So really recommend this one as well. If you are like me and you love cats, Christmas at the Cat Cafe. This is actually a duology. This is a sequel, but you can definitely read this as a standalone. Like, even though the characters are back in book 2, everything that's happening in book 2 it is new, so you can definitely read it separately. I think it's called The Cat Cafe, the first one, and that is just a book about someone who opens a cafe and decides to bring in her cat and a couple of strays as well. And that's just such a heartwarming story, also perfect probably for around the holidays. But this one is Christmassy themed, and it is all about Christmas during this time. And you actually not only follow the owner of the cat cafe, but you also follow our main darling mother cat, because she has become a mother in this book. And she is dealing with the struggles of being a mother and her kittens, who kind of like go their own way and have their own thoughts. And she's kind of like struggling with this, and it leans very heavily into the Christmas spirit and in helping people out, trying to be there for each other and for charity. And I love this. It's such a heartwarming read. It is a very quick read as well, and I don't know, I might even pick this up this year, but I have quite some other Christmas books I want to read, so not sure, but I am craving a reread of this duology. I really enjoy it so much. I've read it a couple of times already, and I think it's just a very darling book. I don't really have anything else to say. It's just so heartwarming. The characters are cute, funny, have great character development. The story itself is not the greatest or the most special, but because of the characters and the atmosphere in the story, you just keep on reading and you really enjoy it. Especially if you love cats. Like, if you do not like the idea of a cat point of view, then I don't think you should pick this one up. But if you don't mind the cat point of view, or you're actually interested in that, then pick it up, because I really liked it so much, and the cats feel more like humans as well. Because sometimes when you have like animal point of views, especially in more modern literature, I kind of feel that it is too much kind of like pointed out that there are animals, and in this it isn't. Like, you know you're following a cat, but at the same time it is more subtle, which I really enjoy. But now we come to my little Christmassy TBR and the books that I plan on reading in December. I am struggling with reading immensely currently. I am not even sure. I don't think I'll manage to achieve my Goodreads goal this year. I'm actually thinking of putting it a little bit lower, because I don't want to know what happens if you don't achieve it. I always like the I don't know how you say it, but I like the decorations you get, like all the colors and the pop of magic you get when you actually achieve the goal. So I might put it down to 65. I think I can do 65. I'm currently at 61, I think. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I I am currently just really struggling mentally. It's also one of the reasons why I stopped filming in October and I didn't upload anything in November, because I just don't really know what to talk about, because I have a bookish channel and I am not reading, and I am just, it's a little bit hard, so I'm still struggling with that as well. But I really hope to at least read these 3 Christmassy books, because I'm really excited for them and I really hope to be able to read them. And the first one is, well, all the books that I bought, well, except for one actually, but the first 2 are the books that I bought in my book haul, so I showed them just a couple of minutes before this clip. But Jenny Colgan, as I said, I'm reading this for a book club, so we are actually starting on the 6th of December. That's like our first gathering on Instagram, and we are going to talk about our expectations of the story and what we think is going to happen. So we are going to kind of like talk about the book before reading, and then we have until the 19th or 20th of December, I think, to finish the book, which I am also planning on doing. So this is going to be like my highest priority, and I really hope I manage to do it. Like, I am moving in 4 days, so I'll probably have a lot more time, but at the same time I probably want to unpack. I'm doing Vlogmas, so we'll see how it goes, but I'm planning on reading this. I might even do, maybe it will help me do like a readathon type of Vlogmas video, because then I might be able to read at least 2 of these. So I'm also reading this one, The Murder at Mistletoe Manor. I am just really craving a murder mystery, and because I'm reading quite a lot of romance Christmassy stories, I think something else to spice it up, different genre, might actually help along the way. So yeah, I'm picking this one up, and I love this cover, you guys. I think it's so stunning. I don't know, I really hope this book is not going to let me down, but you'll see, you'll know. I'll definitely do a readathon, Christmas readathon. Sounds actually quite fun to do. I might do it next week when I've moved, and then I can take like a day of rest, filming and reading. Sounds perfect. The last one I'm also planning on reading, this I have on my shelf since last Christmas when I got it. It's The Christmas Tree Farm by Laurie Gilmore. I have read the first 2 in the series, so I am aware this is the 4th one, and I'm missing number 3. I'm going to read this one as well, and this is actually about Kira North hates Christmas, which is unfortunate since she just bought a Christmas tree farm in a town that's too cute for its own good. Bennett Ellis is on vacation in Dream Harbor, trying to take a break from both his life and his constant desire to always fix things. But somehow fate finds Ben trapped by a blanket of snow at Kira's farm. And despite the Grinchiest first impressions and the glow of fairy light twinkling in the trees and the promise of a warming hot chocolate, maybe, just maybe, these 2 lost souls will have a Christmas they'll remember forever. I don't know, this one sounds kind of cute, so I'm really intrigued. So yeah, these were all my Christmas book recommendations and my Christmas TBR as well. So yeah, I hope you really enjoyed listening to all of me rambling and showing you books, because that's kind of like what I did during this video. I am going to wrap it up here. Because as I said, I want to film Vlogmas Day 4, and stay tuned for that, because it will be up the day after tomorrow, and I'm really excited for Christmas, for that one, because we're going Christmas gift shopping. At least I hope. I hope I'll be able to buy some Christmas gift, and I'm also going to show you guys around my hometown, still my current hometown, Rotterdam. So we'll see the Christmas decorations, what they have put up in the city, which I'm going to do in just a couple of hours. So I'm really excited for that. So yeah, I hope you'll follow me on that journey as well. Subscribe if you haven't already, because then you'll be notified on every Vlogmas video I'll be uploading this December. I'll upload 12. So every other day you will have a Christmas Vlogmas video for you guys. So I really hope you enjoyed this one. Hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I just love that people are actually watching these videos. I didn't really know if people would even be interested in Vlogmas. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. I love you, and have an amazing day. See you in the next one. Bye bye.